swear to God, it's a disco backstage right now. Hello, everyone. My name is Chris, the Comic Vet. Happy New Comic Book Day. And what a new comic book day. What a new comic book day. Let me tell you, I think my wallet has officially broken up with me. This could be the most expensive new comic book day I've had in ages. Anyways, everyone, thank you for joining me a little bit earlier than what I normally like to start this live stream. Normally, I like to start 7:30 Eastern. Tonight, I started at 7 o'clock. Just working a little bit earlier at work, so I just got home in time to do this. But originally, that's what I was planned, but it didn't necessarily work out that way. There's a massive freezing rainstorm here in Ontario, and well, much like always, I'm kind of here in the nick of time and driving like a maniac. And anyways, that's enough of that. Let's bring in my brethren. It's Rob and Jim.
I thought it had to be, the time seemed wrong. I was like, I was doing other things. I was about to go jump over to my other computer, finish up a work project. And I said, well, let me check something real quick on, double check. It's like at 4:30. And I'm looking at it. No, it says 1 minute to live. And I'm like, what the hell? That doesn't sound right. I guess it was at the bottom of the hour.
Well, next week it'll be back to 7:30. I just wanted to start a little bit earlier, switch it up, Anyways,
it's confusing.
Jim, how are you?
Good. Let's hope the camera doesn't flake out.
Yeah.
This will be this is gonna be like the weakest freaking new comic book day for me ever.
Well, okay. Well, you guys
could
probably put. I'm just guessing you could probably put your stacks together, and it still wouldn't match the mess that I got here in front
My
of me.
DC hasn't shown up yet.
Oh no!
I didn't hear of any problems with shipping at all.
My store
online or anything.
I was talking to the manager, and my store said that pretty much all the stores that he's talked to in the Bay Area had issues with their DC shipments. He says, oddly enough, he has a box that came from DC, but it's for next week's shipments. But this week's shipments.
Well, would he sell you next week's DC books?
Yeah, next week.
Oh, okay.
He's
sometimes
he's a buy the books kind of guy.
Okay,
and that's fine. I don't care.
Right.
I don't need that, but I mean, I got.
Let's
2 books.
Wow.
Oh, he should definitely go first.
I got like more
Rob, show us your
books
books
than that.
2 of them right here.
I mean, I have never spent so little, and one of them I almost didn't pick up.
Oh man!
Speaking of Spider-Man, let's say hello to the chat. And here's another Spider-Man fan that I know of, Chip, the White Shadow. Hope that you're doing well, my man. Caught your new comic book day haul. Feel free to hop onto the panel and show it off here if you like. Chris from Film Age Studios. Hope that you're doing well. I see a couple Kansas City Chief fans here, and the first one, Mike Beckerman, who is Rob and I's guest on Slab Hub this past weekend, saying unfortunately he won't be able to join tonight due to a work project, but he hopes everyone has a great new comic book day.
The work project is probably they're protesting the NFL rules change just because of the Bills.
Josh Allen shit, never mind. All right, Chop and Drop, one of the nicest guys in the comic community. Hope that you're doing well. And the other Kansas City Chief fan I was talking about, Circumstances. Hope that you're doing well. Miss So has joined us. Hope that you're doing well. Out in Chicagoland. Or probably just Illinois. I don't think she's actually in Chicago.
Everybody in Illinois is in Chicago if you're not from Illinois.
Right. Joffrey Castro, hope that you're doing well. I'm doing okay, thanks. Tyler, my man, hope that you're doing well. And while I have Tyler here, I'm just going to hit the pause button on that. I just want to give a quiet shout out. We all know what happened. Where did it go? Where did it go? This weekend, there was a lot of drama in the world. What I'd like to know, what I've been joking at my work is the slap heard around the world. And I just want to give props that both Tyler and Rob are okay now. Anyways, I thought this was just pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to peek over here. I actually reached out to Lee and I said, why don't you make another one where it's actually Rob like slapping Tyler and a bunch of slabs are just exploding from everywhere. And Lee's like, no, I don't get it. Why would I do that? But anyways, this is just, again, the sense of humor in these guys is good. And, all in good fun. All in good fun. I hope Rob's not offended.
Rob jumped off now.
Rob jumped off. Anyways, your brother is joining us. John, hope that you're doing well. And speak of the devil, here's Lee. Show the meme. The meme of the moment. Ben Compton, hope that you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, Joffrey, you're in Illinois as well. Good to know, my man. Or did I actually know that? I think I actually knew that. I apologize.
Yeah, I think y'all thought he was in Canada or some foreign place like that.
It's funny. When I lived in Illinois, I was from St. Louis.
There you go.
Yeah, I know that Chicago and St. Louis have a big rivalry in the whole Chicago River thing. But anyways, yeah, it's
you just like to push the buttons, don't you?
Yeah.
Push them buttons. Push them buttons.
Rob Love. Well, maybe not. Maybe Rob's upset with me because he's gone. Yeah, Rob left. And yeah, it's on Instagram. Lee put it up there, and it was all, like I said, all in good fun. Lee's actually really talented. I got to give him that. Like the videos he makes and those memes, like he's really talented.
Way more than I ever would be.
Oh, way more than ever I could be too. Like I slap stuff together, and I'm like, oh, that's great. And then I do the stuff Lee does, and I'm like, amateur hour.
Right. I'm basic compared to him.
Where is Rob? Joffrey, you do not wish you lived in Canada, or at least Ontario right now. This freezing rain and this past month has just been a nightmare. We've had days where it's like 15 above zero. That's probably mid 70s for you guys. And then the next day it's like 15 below zero and a blizzard and freezing rain and God knows whatever evil crap that the clouds can unleash on us. And yeah, that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, I couldn't handle that. That would drive me nuts.
It's, there's certain days I look outside and I'm like, why? Like, why? I've been to Vegas. I would love to live in Las Vegas. I don't mean just because of the strip, just because of Vegas. Like they have the McCarran Airport, which is, open to basically every other airport on earth.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Slot lived in Vegas, man. He'll tell you it's not always all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah. But you know what, though? Traffic outside of the strip is actually chaotic too.
Yeah.
But anyways, Lee's saying, thanks heaps, Chris. It all takes practice. Yeah, I get it, man. But yeah, the sense of humor is brilliant.
Right. I'm just happy right now with my splicing this piece with this piece in a video, and I'm like, woo, touchdown.
Like
you want me to start putting in cartoons and effects? I'm like, holy crap. Like, this is a whole nother thing now.
I just put a GIF in there and there's music. I'm like, this is great. And then gets like 20 views, and I'm like, oh. Anyways, beef it. Yeah, 15 below. It's basically the norm nowadays. Las Cruces, 2 million people live in Las Vegas. Well, there's only like 45 million up here in Canada. And Las Cruces, I used to live there. Yeah, I've been there a handful of times. Yeah. Handful of times. Okay. Rob, you okay?
So work. I gotta have to get off and go to work. It's too much stuff at end of month, end of year, and people are idiots.
Yeah.
6 months I've been pinging people that they need to get their stuff done before end of fiscal year, and fiscal year 2 days before comes, and all of a sudden they go, oh, but this has to be done before the end of fiscal year. Well, what have you been doing for the last 6 months?
Right.
Are these people here on this continent or across the pond?
Oh yeah, no, they're here.
Okay.
And that's the other problem. That's half my other problem is half my team is in Romania and doesn't come on for many hours. And so I have to cover all their stuff. Plus I have another person here in the States who's had had surgery to remove a tumor in her brain. And so she's out. So it leaves me with one person and myself.
Okay. I was gonna say you're not hassling the brain tumor person, are you?
I was
mean,
going to say,
damn.
like, this is the part where my
No,
dad
not at
would
all.
say, if you want
I
something
completely
done right,
understand.
you know how.
I completely understand why they had to miss
Right.
work, and I know that they would have picked any other time if they could, because they're very diligent. But
All right. Well, in case Rob has to drop, let's
I really do.
let's see
But I'll
Rob's
show off
haul.
my 2 whole books.
Two whole
because
bucks.
2 whole books, the cheapest I've ever been, but it will still go down as probably my most expensive week buying comics in a long
Ooh.
time. So just as a teaser for things to come down the road.
I know.
I crossed one of my grails off the list this year.
Oh,
So
Nice.
2 books. DC didn't arrive to my comic shop, as I previously mentioned. So anyways, I got the franchise, because we always start with him.
woo, woo. Arthur Adams cover.
I was hoping for the black and white one, but I didn't see it at my shop, so that was that. And then a book that I've dropped, but they put it in my box anyways. And I said, well, I'll go ahead and take it, whatever. Star Wars Bounty Hunters. I'm really kind of done with this title, especially
It's actually
since
a good cover, though, Rob.
yeah, no, I understand
like the
that, but
perspective.
I'm just getting tired of this book. It's really not contributing much for a while now, so I'm ready to go ahead and drop it. Mandalorian's going to be starting up, and nobody seems to know whether that's a limited series or if that's going to be an ongoing series. And I can only do so many Star Wars ongoing series, man. I love Star Wars, but damn, they are just doing me dirty. And at $5-6 a pop, it's just too much.
Right.
Adrian, thanks for joining us. Rob Missou is saying she hopes that her surgery went well.
Yeah, all indications are everything's fine. So she's supposed to be back at work on Friday, but unfortunately,
yeah. Joffrey saying that's how I feel when it comes to finish my work at university. I feel so stressed. Yeah, exam time can be a bitch.
Exam time's fine and dandy. I don't mind that. Didn't mind that at the day, but this is just. It's they're very quick. The sales teams are very quick to throw you under the bus if they don't get it done on time and say, well, I couldn't get it done because I had to wait for Rob and Rob didn't get it done on time. And nobody bothers to bring the fact that but we didn't do anything for 4 or 5 months, even though Rob's team was pestering us for those 4 or 5 months. We only got engaged the last 3 days because.
Is that how they get paid? I mean.
So yeah, there is, and that's actually been the newest problem is they introduce an incentive for early renewals.
Sure.
For contracts, and because I do contract work, and I know this isn't exciting to a lot of people, so I'll try to speed it up. Essentially, they get paid if it's done a quarter before. This is end of quarter, so anything that they do, they didn't think about it when they set up the bonus. So anything that they sign, even if the renewal is April 1st, if they sign it 2 days before, it counts as an early renewal and they get a bonus.
Right.
So everything that's been in my system 30 days ahead of time, we're supposed to just auto renew things.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting them signed now at a reduced price in order to get their bonus. So we're having to go back in, not only do the normal work we do, but unbook stuff that's already been booked, rebook it at a lower price, and then so the company
tools.
Yeah, so they could basically cost us revenue, do double work across not just our team but other teams. Also, they can get a bonus.
Yeah.
Fucking salespeople. And I apologize to any of you in the audience who are salespeople. I've spent a lot of time in sales myself, and I know that sometimes it's not always that way, but my work, they're all scums.
As a warehouse manager, I agree, especially those when you're shutting your day shift down at 4:30, and then you get that 4:15 dumping of orders that need to be processed and put on a truck today. I'm like, what do you guys do all day?
Right.
Yeah.
Just hang out.
I've been in their shoes too. I've done that.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Dope Comics. Yo.
Sorry, guys. I'd love to stay. I'll come back if I can. I do have to go take care of something real quick.
Thanks for popping in, Rob. All right. And then number 3, Chip. It's the white shadow himself.
How are you guys doing today?
Good, man. Your audio sounds great, but your lighting is poor.
Yeah.
Just for a sec,
Let me
just for
fix
that
that.
nanosecond, I looked at your hat and I thought it was the logo you made me.
Nah.
Miss So I hate our sales rep. I agree, Rob. Sorry to anyone who are in sales.
I mean, look,
9
don't
times
have
out of 10 it's the
I-
sales reps that get on my nerves.
right.
Yeah.
I don't mind
Yeah.
sales. I mean,
Better?
sales is
Better.
what makes you money. But
You're so
Yeah.
handsome.
Yeah, we just want to see you. Come on.
You guys are just saying that because Nick's not here.
Okay, listen. Be on the lookout there, Chip.
What am I on the lookout for?
I don't know. I think there's something coming your way tomorrow, maybe.
All right, stop
Wednesday.
sending me shit. God damn you!
White Shadow expediting.
I'm cataloging. Sorry, guys.
Very good. All right, Jim. Let's put you in the hot seat here,
Let's get the
And,
big book out of the way.
and let's just say, show us what you got.
All right.
And let's just give a quick shout out to TM Nerdy. Hope that you're doing well, my fellow Canadian, my man. One Dark Knight, issue 2.
Issue 2. I really enjoyed issue 1, and I'm digging the story. And I forgot it was coming out this week, and I saw it and was like, "Oh man, I got to get it." So that right off the bat, we got to get that out of the way.
So, can I ask a question? Like, what's the deal with that? Because I was looking at 1 and 2. My shop had 1 and 2, and I picked them up, and I'm holding them, and I'm like, I'll put them back. But I was curious as to what the story is about.
Well, I haven't read 2 yet. But I mean, it's
Nick may have the beautiful eyes, but he doesn't match your butterscotch voice, Chip.
Thank you, Adrian.
That is
You're
quite
awesome. I'm
the
telling you.
descriptive word.
Because I always have candy in my mouth. That's what it is.
It's your standard Batman story. I mean, I'm
Okay.
not saying it's like anything amazing, but
It's a good story, though.
Yeah,
It's
I like
good.
Jacques. I like the way he's writing it. So we're gonna
Okay.
For the
All
for
right.
the
I
price
understand.
point, I was a little disappointed. Basically, it's just there's the lights go out in Gotham, and
Right.
there's a little bit of a prison, or there's
It's a standard Batman story.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I like standard Batman stories, so I'm okay with that.
If you're into one percenters, it's a good book.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I'm totally into 1%ers.
I like that this has come out. I'm excited
Yes.
to read this because I'm a huge Deathstroke fan. I'm with Carlito on that. He's my
Awesome.
boy, and I've been waiting for that to come out. So that's
I picked
That's
that
one.
up not knowing about it, and was very pleasantly surprised. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is
That's
pretty
the
freaking cool.
one thing. I haven't read any of this yet because I was running behind again, like Chris was. I mean, like Rob was from work.
Mhm.
End of the month sucks.
Mara, hope that you're doing well. Thanks for joining us.
DC versus vampires.
Yep.
How many
Very-
people did I turn on to that book? Let me think.
I was with you at the beginning, brother. I said it was awesome.
Yeah.
I read
It's a
Spider
great
Woman.
cover.
I'm proud to say I read Spider Woman. So
That
did
is a
not get
great
that.
cover.
I'm
Yep.
hoping that it says series finale, and I'm hoping they're not going to quit doing it. But we'll see.
Stick
I
around,
believe-
everyone. I will be giving away a couple prizes at some point during this live stream. Sorry, Jim.
Mhm. I think this is the last issue of Dark
That's
Ages.
6, correct?
6, yeah.
Yeah, 6 of 6. Yeah.
Hi,
So
Mars.
I'm dying to read the end of that because that was getting real good.
Yeah.
Where's my other one? I love this Ghost Rider cover.
That's
Oh, I
cover.
totally forgot Ghost Rider 2 dropped today. Damn it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ghost Rider, maybe. I did not like the peachy one, so
No,
this was the other one. And
issue 1 was so good.
it was
So
creepy.
good.
You know
Yeah.
what? It was creepy, and that's what Ghost Rider's supposed to be. And that's
Exactly.
why I liked it so much. When I read it, I was
That's
like, ugh, this is creepy.
Yep. Ghost Rider is supposed to be a horror / thriller
Yeah.
character, in my opinion, and that's the way it's supposed to be. I hope that's good too. I enjoyed issue 1.
I enjoyed issue 1. I'm gonna see how it progresses. I don't know if you can call him really Iron Fist. I think he's kind of Iron Cheaty,
We'll see.
but we'll see. This will take me like 2 minutes to be read and done.
But that's good too.
Yeah, that's good too. Very good. And my last one,
Sometimes-
which is my favorite right now, New Burn. And I'm sorry, a lot of people don't like it, but I love it.
Who doesn't like it?
somebody was saying it wasn't all that. I'm trying to remember who it was. We were on a chat or
Even
something.
Taylor
and we're
Winder likes it. Like, and that's saying something.
That
I
is
was
saying
like,
something.
That's
Yeah.
saying
so
something.
that's it. That was it. That
Okay.
was all of it.
All right. Burke has popped in. Hope that you're doing well, my man. Make sure that you stretch before you run, sir. All right. Chip, I'm going to throw you into the hot seat before Chip does this thing, everyone. Chip dropped a video earlier about his new comic book day haul. Make sure that you go over there, give it a view, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to this man, you are doing it incorrectly. But
listen, if they're not, they're subscribed to you. They're definitely subscribed to me because
Chip,
you push enough of them at me.
All right. Show us what you got.
All right. So I picked up.
By the way, nice hat.
Thank you. I picked up Astro City.
So I was going to leave a comment. I left a comment on your video. I was going to leave a comment on that. I wasn't sure because you went quick with that particular cover. I wasn't sure if you said Astral or Astro. And that is, again, I love white simplicity, postmodern, 60s feel type of cover. That is a beautiful cover. That is a beautiful cover.
Actually, this is what made me buy it was the cover itself.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I'll give it a try. Now, I kind of vaguely remember something about Astro City, but I don't know anything about it as far as the story goes. So I'm excited to try it and check it out and see what it's about. I picked up. Do I have to do just new comic books or new comic books plus?
No, show us everything you got today.
Yeah,
so
what you got?
So I did pick up Animal Castle 1 because I missed the boat on this.
Yep.
But then also got the number 4.
Right.
So I don't know if I should be reading 1 and jump to 4 or wait to 2, 3 because I got to buy 2, 3 now.
If there's anyone in the chat,
I never read
point them in the right direction. Now I've heard good things and not so good things about that series. So Chip, I believe what I left on there is let me know what you think of it. And if you pan it, well then, I'll avoid spending $15-20, whatever. But if it's good, I'll try and hunt it down.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of great covers for that series as well.
Yep. All right. I also picked up Zombies versus Robots.
Oh my gosh.
Who's the publisher on that? Is that Image?
Yeah.
It is. It's an Image.
Oh, I didn't see that one today.
Yeah.
It's a great cover too.
The art style was pretty damn cool too. It kind of had that Taylor Winder look to it.
It does.
Yes, it does. Yes, that's right. Because you pointed that out.
I pointed that out because I was like, it's like, oh, that's awesome.
That's right. You showed off one of his original pieces. There we go.
The franchise. You know what I like about this too is he even got the logo and everything. Yeah. Blurred, Gaussian blurred, like in motion.
Because they're going so fast.
Because they're flowing down so fast. But yet they're actually not blurred. So that was good.
That's one of my favorite all-time artists, Arthur Adams, on the cover of that. Dope Comics, pardon me, is saying Animal Castle has some hidden politics. Yeah, I'm saying almost 30 to 40% of the stuff I read, I feel has some hidden political agenda behind it.
Agreed.
I'll have to.
Yep. All right.
Let's brand design monster.
Now, have you gone through that one? I know that the spine looked like it's from
the
60s.
The spine is the whole actual. Well, for me, the spine is actually bent stuff. But the actual comic itself is actually it's aged, it's weathered.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's got that printed. That's how it's printed to have that old classic comic book. Smell. It doesn't smell, but
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's got some trippy flavor to it, in my opinion. There.
Yeah. So it's very, very cool. So I haven't checked it out yet, but it's I like this 181.
There we go. Yeah. Speak of the devil. There it is. Dope Comics is saying, Chip, you need to read all 4. Circumstances is added in. The politics in Animal Castle are hardly hidden. And Chop and Drop. Yeah, we'll get to it. And Circumstances saying it's based on an animal farm by George Orwell.
Okay.
And Mars, I'm sorry to hear that, but it seems to be a little bit of an ongoing thing today with distributors.
I heard Rob talking about his shop not getting Marvel. Well, actually, anything other than DC.
He didn't get any DC.
DC. Yeah.
Our shop, by Mrs. So, by the way, our shop did not get any. They got the cover B for White Knight, but they didn't get the cover A's. So he
Interesting.
supposedly ordered those. So
And I don't know, my shop must have run out of those. I'm gonna have to go to the competitor to get one of those.
yeah, funny thing, they didn't have the Miles Morales either. I guess Miles Morales dropped today, and I
Miles
was like,
did
wait.
drop today.
I
Yep.
was like, wait,
Yeah.
didn't I? I'm on Miles as my pull. What? Oh no, yeah, it ran out or whatever. So
Yeah, I did not see
it
any
may not-
miles
you
at
need,
my
you
store.
need to be bumped up the queue then.
I'm telling you, yeah, I'm so far on the list, so down on the list because I quit and then came back. So, all right, I did get this Ghost Rider,
Yeah, hell yeah. That's the
But
best cover too.
but I also got this one just because I haven't read one. So this
Okay.
is the Gwen variant.
Yep.
Ghost
Of
Rider
issue
1.
one,
Of issue
one.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
it is. Issue one is terrific.
Yeah,
So
it's really good.
I was listening to Mark and Ryan talk yesterday on their new comic book day show for DCs and stuff. And Mark was talking about Ghost Rider. If you like Immortal Hulk, this, is on par with Immortal Hulk. And I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
awesome. I love the Immortal Hulk. I'm going to check it out. So,
Yep.
plus I ride a bike.
It's very psychological. That's for sure.
I also got Swamp Thing.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been liking that one.
Yep.
This was the actual cover B for the
For White Knight. Yep.
Yeah, Batman Beyond White Knight. If you haven't read it yet, it's very good. I think it's
Okay.
awesome. I love the White Knight, the original White Knight, and it's even somewhat the Harley Quinn one that I was okay with, but yeah. I did pick up this version of Shadow
yeah.
Wars Level 1.
Yep.
So that's another good one. I was surprised. The old DC versus vampires. Yep. Thank you, Chris, by the way. And then my last two brand new comic book were the Jennifer Sean.
Okay. So
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Hold on. Pause button. Now you say her name different from how I say her name.
It's prison, but I always say prison.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know
I was
why.
just for a second.
Prison.
I was like, what do
It
you
looks
know
French
that I
to me.
don't know?
No. It's prison.
I was gonna, like, did her
It's like
husband correct you?
No. So
Yeah.
Jenny
I've always,
Frison.
when I first see it, I was like, oh, it's Jenny Frison.
Jenny
And it
Frison.
just it kind of has that European sound to it. But
I
anyway.
gotta admit, her Erica Slaughter is probably my favorite take. Yeah, and I guess I'm a little biased towards her work, especially her Catwoman stuff and Wonder Woman stuff. But her take on Erica Slaughter, especially those covers, is just magnificent. Right from issue 1 on, when I think of Erica Slaughter, I always think of Jenny's Erica Slaughter. Is that it?
Very
Chip?
much so. That was it as far as all the
Okay.
new comics go. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go halfway through my stack, and then I'm going to hit the pause button, and I'm going to give away a couple books. So I'm going to slide over to where
you got my
Chip
address,
is.
right?
Yes. You guys are
Okay,
welcome to
good.
participate. Okay. So let me just pick a halfway point. We'll go here. So just to show everyone what I'm talking about, this is the most expensive new comic book they have done in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
You must have picked up every single.
And how the hell did you miss something if you didn't?
Yeah,
What
how
the
did you miss
heck?
Ghost Rider? All right,
Damn Canadians.
I'm
gotta
sorry.
quit
If
giving
anyone
them a
wants
hard
to
time.
A-OK me, Ghost Rider 2, my wallet would appreciate it. No. Okay, so I did have a halfway point there. I am going to stop after this. Okay. I picked up issue 2. I'm going to start with Independence, by the way, outside of the Two Cool Guys 2-Up Picks books from this past Sunday. This is Step by Bloody Step issue 2. I enjoyed issue 1. If most of you remember, it was that heavy artwork, zero dialogue story of a robot and a young girl. And it just kind of like Bunny Mask. It's kind of got me curious. Okay, what's actually going on here? And so I got to find out what's kind of going on.
Right.
Let's see. Circumstances, I always think of Werther's. Yep. Okay, I haven't read 21 yet. Yeah, when obviously the interiors, it's its own animal, but I'm just saying when I think of cover work, when I think of Eric on a cover. It's always Frizzens. And you guys are so. If you knew the hours I put in,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yes. Chip 3 pops. Hope that you're doing well. Okay, switch gears and put it into a little Canadian flavor. This is the Todd McFarlane less Spawn. This is 328. This is done by Rory McConville and Carlo Barberi. But again, these Spawn covers, especially in the last 10 or so issues, are just painted glorious.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah. Again, Todd right now has nothing to do with the main title. Like everyone else, you got to be reading Newburn.
That's right.
Absolutely. And it's at the 5 already?
5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Again,
I guess
Chip
I'm going
Zdarsky.
digital. I'll go digital.
I mean, you could get the trade or whatever. I mean,
yeah. Again, Chip Zdarsky, Marvel, DC, Indies. He's just hitting on all cylinders right now.
I mean, his name's Chip. Come on now, has to be
right, and he's Canadian. But yeah,
just the Chip part, not the Canadian.
Issue 6.
Registers for vengeance.
Right, Rick Remender. This is not to play a pun off what was the last one there, but this is a very good slow burn story that I've been enjoying.
Yeah.
All right, we'll switch over to the franchise again. We've seen this cover a couple times. Arthur Adams did a great job on this ASM cover. There's been a couple where I kind of thought, even though I'm a big Arthur Adams fan, I'm kind of like, but this one I enjoy. Let's see, Joffrey. Hey, Chris, did your comic for Step by Step have another same cover inside the comic? I haven't looked at any books. I haven't read anything yet, but I'll pull it out in a second. That book, that is. So yeah, this is ASM 93. I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. After this, we're getting the new volume and we're switching gears, and it's going to be Zeb Wells and JR taking over.
Oh, really? Okay.
This is the book I kind of thought Rob was going to have in his hand.
He said he couldn't get it. They didn't have it.
But this is the Patrick Gleason variant.
He'll get it.
I sent my LCS owner, and so again, my LCS owner is all thumbs. And let me tell you, it pisses me off to no point that he feels the need to use his goddamn left hand when he picks up my comic books, and he puts his goddamn thumb right into the spine every time. This just went from a 9.9 to a 9.6. So I'm gonna have to, if I want to get this slabbed up or whatever, it's gonna have
press
to
it up.
It's gonna have to be in a little TLC. But again, this is a pretty fun cover.
Is that like a ratio variant?
I think it's just a norm. I think it's just a
norm
variant.
It's cover B.
Yeah, I think it's just
Really?
a normal variant. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do have something that is a 1 in 25.
Reverse Gleason or something.
Yeah.
You know.
So you would think that would be the 1 in 25, but it's actually this one that's the 1 in 25.
Oh, I like that better.
That's cool. Yeah.
You like the spaghetti webbing coming out there?
I like that better than I do the A cover.
Yeah. Chat, what do you think? You go with the Gleason, or are you going to go with the 1 in 25 ratio?
But the Gleason has the extra thumbprint, so remember
Gleason's
that.
been Gleasoned out. I mean, I was okay with what it. Yeah. See.
But yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. Gleason's been Gleasoned out. I actually understand your reference because he's been doing this out of the box stuff for a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as a Spider-Man fan, it's so refreshing. It's all I can say. It's just,
let me go get that one copy I have of the weird suit that he had for like half a minute.
Yeah,
the blue.
Joffrey is saying cover B all day. Mars is saying she likes the Gleason. Chop and drop is added in the Gleason as well versus the ratio. And so Chip was talking about Miles. This is the cover for 36.
Okay.
I believe this is starting off a new arc and a new villain where we're going to have a Miles clone as a villain.
Looks like he's falling down the portal of time or something.
I believe this may have Into the Spider-Verse implications.
Mhm.
There are some other spider characters in and around it there. So yeah,
Hundo.
again, Miles Morales is actually a very good read, everybody. If you're not reading Miles, you may want to pick it up. Panda has joined us. My man, hope that you're doing well.
And awesome. What's going on?
Again, everyone that's in the chat, I'm 2 books away from giving away a couple things.
That's why Panda's here. He's come to steal all the goodies.
Yeah. Jesus popsicle Christ. Spidey writers need to figure out something other than clones. It's Miles' turn now. But yeah.
That is true.
I am going to give this one a chance. Iron Fist 2, but I see Danny is now back in a suit. So we'll see.
Well, he was. Never mind.
He lost the power. He lost the power. He didn't lose the kung fu, but he lost the power.
Yeah, but that guy is not.
He's got the
He's,
power.
you know,
Right.
Iron Fist light.
So I picked up issue 5. Issue 6 is going to be the one that's going to go crazy everywhere. But this is issue 5 of Donny Cates' Hulk. So issue 6 is where we finally get that new villain. And again, everyone's going to spec out on it like crazy. But just remember, very rarely do villains hold value outside of ASM or Batman. Anyways, let's
Words of wisdom.
Let's give away some books. So as everyone knows, I've been opening a lot of Walmart packages lately, and I have a lot more to open. They've been selling out here in Ontario like crazy. So when myself and my better half finds them, we pick them up. And so I've been dropping those videos on Thursday. They've actually done pretty well on my channel. Everyone just seems to be interested in what's in those Walmart packs. So I'm going to be giving away issue 4, the Walmart exclusive from Philip Kennedy Johnson. This is Alien 4. This is not mint. This is not going to go 9.8 because, again, it was in a Walmart pack. And just because I've been talking about Arthur Adams, this is a variant that I found in a Walmart pack. This is Fantastic Four 21, the Arthur Adams Marvel Zombies cover. If you're interested in this, all you have to do is put in hashtag SIKT or KTE to C. My God, SICTC in celebration of the return of Something is Killing the Children. And
shopping is killing the Chris.
Yes.
SIKT. Let me type that in. Dear God.
Shopping is killing the Chris. This is true. And let's see. I see Adrian said Black Winter is a tried and true character. Don't know what you're talking about, Chris. You know what's fun? And you know what, though? Null actually went up in value. Null kind of stayed up there. Black Winter has been a little bit of a roller coaster ride when it comes to his
He'll
first
be
appearance
back.
in Thor. Yeah. I just don't like the fact they killed him off. They might as well, they might have been better off just leaving him alone. The giveaway tool says I got 12 people. I got 14 people hanging out in the chat right now. I'll give this another minute or so to happen. Tomorrow, when I open up a Walmart packs on my channel, I will be opening a couple Marvel, but I actually will be opening a DC as well. And one of the DC packages has a very thick book in it. And I got turned on by another channel by saying, look for Batman 100, Detective 1027, the Catwoman celebration, and the Wonder Woman 750. That a lot of those hard to find variants were actually thrown into some of these DC packs.
Nice.
So I can promise that one of the DC packs I open tomorrow will have a thick book in it. Yeah. All right. Let's
promise.
Let's give away a couple Walmart books. And the winner is the Comic Vet. Yeah. No. Let's Crucius.
Let's Crucius.
1971. James.
The man.
Do me a favor, my man. I believe I have your address already. I know that you've won a couple times. I know that you won before on my channel. And this is great because I'm sure, like everyone else, Les Crucius is first to leave a comment on everything that I do.
That's right.
And one of the nicer people in the comic book community. But reach out to me on IG. I will get these books out to you in the very near future. I have a short stack of stuff that I need to get mailed off. I'm probably going to do that this weekend, where I'm going to have a lot of people saying that I'm a big phony.
Never
And,
ever.
Taylor, you can say it's rigged, but I know Les Crucius comments on all your videos too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just hangry.
Angry.
Let's see. He posts some. Yes, it's true. His Instagram actually is fantastic. He does put a lot of great stuff up. James, my pleasure, my man. Just reach out to me. Okay, let's carry on.
Yeah,
And I shaved,
so handsome, just so handsome.
Thank you. Okay, now that was Indie and Marvel. Let's get into DC and mine and Mark's picks from this past weekend. And Taylor does ask a legitimate question. When are you going to start selling some of those sweet books that you got? And there's your answer.
Yeah.
This, when it comes to year end, unless something is killing the children, this new arc delivers the way I hope it will. This will be my answer to my favorite series of 2022. Even though DC versus Vampires started in October last year, we're getting the bulk of it this year. And it just delivers every single issue. It's action-packed. It is a Tynion story, but it's not a Tynion story. And if you're reading it, you'll totally understand what I mean. This is just a great DC Universe Elseworld story where Superman doesn't factor in, even though he's in it. And it's if you're a Batman fan, if you're a Green Lantern fan, this is the series for you. And this might be the second time that I actually didn't recommend this book as my hot pick, just because you all should be reading at this point.
Yeah.
Like these two fine gentlemen.
No, Three Wise Gentlemen.
Right.
Three Wise Gentlemen.
Shadow War Alpha. And
then me.
When I picked
Three
it up,
Wise Gentlemen was me.
maybe you guys can verify this, but when I picked this up, I thought right away that this was a Ken Lashley cover.
Yeah,
And,
I did too at first, but then I looked and I was like, because I really enjoy the art on the inside as well.
Yeah. And I thought it was a Lashley book, but it's not a Lashley book. I'm not sure whose signature that is. I'm sure someone can point it out to me. It starts with a J. Anyways.
I agree, Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor's saying it was actually good. There you
Very much
go.
so.
Look, ladies and
Seal of
gentlemen.
approval.
J is for
We need the
Jumpin'
confetti blowing
Jehoshaphat.
up and
Jimenez or something, or I don't know. No, it can't be.
I thought it was like Jonesy. I can't. It's a little too small for me. But yeah, fingers crossed. And if Taylor says it's good, I'll tell you a book that is good, and I'm glad that it got extended, is Ron V's The Swamp Thing. Again, a very, very good story where basically Ron V treats Swamp Thing as something that's always been in existence, and whoever the person is that is Swamp Thing is just a host. And yeah, I'm hoping that this can. John Boy Myers, thank you very much.
Myers.
This might be the first time I got a John Boy Myers cover off the rack without it being exclusive.
Yeah, but I don't think he's doing like the interior. That might be the color.
It's just cover, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think he's doing the interior because this looks familiar, and I don't know who it is, but I love it.
Okay, so this past week on Two Cool Guys, Two Hot Picks, it was one of the few times where I actually had the video ready to go before Sunday because both Mark and I knew exactly what we were going to do, and it wasn't a last minute kind of argument back and forth. But Mark went with Sean Murphy's from DC Black Label, one of Chip's favorite reads, Batman Beyond the White Knight. I didn't care for the Harley Quinn portion of it. The last sampling we had, it was it was okay in my opinion. The interior was beautiful, but it was just okay. So I'm looking forward to this. I know Mark got really excited about it.
Is that like issue 2?
Book 1, but this is like the third story.
Series.
Okay, yeah.
So they
did White Knight world.
They did White Knight, and then they did the Harley Quinn version, and they got this version.
And now we're getting a flavor of
Beyond.
Batman Beyond.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
I see Jay is here. Hope that you're doing well. And Swamp Thing is the only. Oh, okay. The only book he gets both covers. Yep. And as he says that, he grabbed 2 of the Batman today. All right, my hot pick. Kel Surprise. Even though the last arc wasn't that well received, now that we have full-grown Erica back, issue 21 was my hot pick. Most people would probably say the same thing. Even if you just kind of like this series, I'm sure you're happy that it's back to normal aged Erica. Apparently, this starts off. I haven't read it, but it starts off literally with Erica walking away from Archer's Peak, Wisconsin, and apparently she's being tailed at this point, and she's on her way to the next monster that's going to be in her life. And then I went a little crazy. So this is where the majority of my money went. So this is just a normal Frizon cover. And, this is just a normal cover B. Well, yeah, she's on her way to the next monster. I get it.
Now, is she supposed to be older now?
No, this is the age where we're used to her being.
Okay.
The last arc was her as a little girl, getting recruited into the House of Slaughter.
Yeah.
This is the bloodied version. I believe this is the cover C. You know, with this.
Is it
the die cover? Is it C?
I don't know.
Yeah, this is again. Chip shows it on his video where this is actually just a mask and it opens up and there's the normal cover.
I'm not afraid to open it.
I picked up the final order cutoff variant.
Oh, very cool.
Wow,
that one's cool.
That one's cool.
So yeah, Taylor, I see you. I will let you know. But I'm biased. I'm not sure who this artist is that does it. I feel like I should know, but I'm not sure. But yeah, this is the final order cutoff cover. And then I had to go and get the goddamn 1 per store variant. This is what is being covered up on the
other one.
Those other ones. This is Jenny Frizon. This is the 1 per store variant. And when my LCS owner went to hand it to me, I said, please put your hand over here because I may want to get this slabbed up.
Right. That is pretty cool. Now that one I could see slabbing up. The other one's like half the picture's gone.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So
yeah. So let me just see if I can. Is this it? Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely get the other one slabbed. That one, not so much.
It looks like the next. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of these different covering things.
Yeah.
But
again, this was a very nice piece of work. But yeah.
So she can still see monsters.
That one is cover art. Cover art is listed as Gerald Perel.
Okay.
I guess that's my whole
to make
point.
Rob happy because he likes this size.
You know, at some point, she gets too old to see monsters.
No, that's the thing about being a monster hunter and being recruited by the House of Slaughter into whatever class that you go in, whether you wear a black mask or a white mask or whatever, or when you have teeth on your mask, you have the ability to see monsters for the remainder of your life. And that's what makes them monster hunters. Yeah.
Chris, I hate to inform you, but you're going to be spending a lot of money over the next several issues. They're going to do a derivative of this thing. Looks like in 22, you'll have some with the white mask with black teeth. And then you're going to have 23 black mask with white teeth with all the variety of stuff. And
congratulations, Ben.
A lot of
$10. Well, I may just pick up the normal cover from here on out. If my shop has a 1 per store, maybe.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, Jenny Frison comes on. She's going to be like, ooh, Jenny Frison. Let me get it.
Well, because there'll be the mask and then there'll be the bloodied version of the mask. And there'll be an unmasked and then a bloodied version of the unmasked.
Oh,
the one thing I can say is that my LCS actually normally does not go crazy picking up those type of things. And well, let's carry on. for a guy who I know enjoys Something is Killing the Children. It's E-Man.
E-Man.
What it
E-Man.
do?
What's going on, Emmanuel? How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. I do enjoy me something. Something is killing the children. I'm glad it's back. I really am. I'm glad that it's here. I'm glad that House of Slaughter is done with, and I'm not sure if we're gonna get any more.
Yep.
If I could just get some more, Something is killing the children, I'd be happy. Focus on that, James. Focus on that.
Taylor, she's now dubbed an honorary Canadian, and she lives pretty. You know, she's been to Canada, so so she's kind of Canadian.
Canadian-ish.
Yeah, she's Canadian-ish. Her husband may have some Canadian in them somewhere. So anyways. All right.
Did you get McDonald's and got a mixed
E,
muffin?
did you make it to your LCS today?
I actually did make it to my LCS today.
All right,
Thank
my
you for
man.
asking.
In flavor of the name of the show, show us what you got.
Chia, all right, I'll go ahead and make this quick because I shot my video literally 42 seconds before I jumped on here. So,
okay, you can give us just the brief one then.
quick, New Burn number 4. New Burn number 5. I really like this read right here. Zombies versus Robots Classic. Did anybody pick this one up right here?
No, my shop didn't have it.
Chip picked it up.
Chip
White
picked it
Shadow.
up.
Yep.
It's pretty much like a remake or a reprint of what happened before. So if you guys didn't read it before, pick it up. Super fun. I've already read it. You guys know I don't pick up DC, but this time I picked up a Shadow War Alpha. This cover is awesome. It's a John Boy Myers cover.
Right.
So
When
so
I
you're
picked it up, I thought it was Ken Lashley, but yes, it is a John Boy's.
John Boy.
so your shop up there got their DC.
Yeah, they did. Why, your shop didn't?
My shop didn't. He said that he called around a bunch of other shops, and a bunch of other shops in the Bay Area didn't get them. But he had a box of
Little
stuff for
bit.
next week.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, my okay. So I'm
So you're okay. So you got lucky, man.
I got I'm gonna show you how lucky I got, okay? Rogue Sun number 2 out of the Radiant Black series. I really like the Rogue Sun series a lot. Step by Bloody Step. Anybody?
Yeah, I picked that up too.
Yes.
Yep.
This is a good. Can't say you're reading this one, right? Because you're just flipping
Right.
and seeing the pictures. Anybody reading this, The Killer Affairs of the State?
Never heard of it. Who's the publisher?
This is okay. So the imprint is Archaea, but this is under Boom Studios.
Okay.
Keep an eye on that one, you guys, because there is a Netflix movie coming out revolved around that character.
Interesting.
Dark Ages number 6. This is the end of this series. This is fun. Great
Yep.
art.
Yeah.
It was
Yep.
fun. You guys know me. I like my video games. I got my Apex Legends right here. I'm kind of bummed out with this one. The Righteous Thirst for Vengeance.
Come
Did you
on.
read it already, Chris?
No, I haven't, but to me, it's a beautiful slow burn. Totally remember. Totally remember.
Yes. And it still gets it slow. So I'm like,
Yeah.
"Ah,
I like
hurry up."
Arroyo's work there. I think it works well.
Yes, I agree. Like what we talked about, Something's Killing the Children number 21. I didn't get any of the variants. I actually ordered a John Jang variant, so that's why I was like, I'm going to stay away from all the 21 variants. Let me just get the one that I'm really looking forward to. And Radiant Black, I'm waiting for this to pick up. It still hasn't picked up. I'm just actually waiting for the baddie to come back.
I officially dropped it this week.
And I get it. I truly do. I'm killing myself just picking that one up. I just want the baddie to come back. That's, I think, the one thing I'm waiting for.
I got super hyped like in issue 4 when they made the big change.
Yeah.
And thought, wow, this is amazing. They're going to do something with this. This is kind of cool. And then it went straight to just more slow burn crap. And I was like, oh God, I can't deal with this.
It's super millennial-ish. It's super like angsty. It's super like angry.
Maybe that's my
like,
problem.
It's like,
Mhm.
all right.
I need
and
more
then-
cranky old man books.
I don't,
Taylor,
I already have several teenagers, and I have 2 more preteens that are getting there, and my 12-year-old, she's already like picking up the teenager mentality. I'm like, I don't need that in my read. That's why I read books, to escape
Right.
you.
that's right.
Right.
That's why I'm sending my youngest out, get out of state.
All right.
And then I
Murphy.
got this. What?
Now, how did you feel about the Harley Quinn volume?
Okay. I'm not gonna lie and say I liked it. I did like it. I get everyone hated it. Don't get me wrong.
I'm not
get
saying
it.
I'm not saying I hated it. First of all, it was beautiful to look at. I just thought it really diminished from the first volume.
It did. It did. It definitely took away because we're waiting for Batman. We're waiting for stuff going on. But I mean, this was Bruce Wayne in jail, you know. So like, there was no one else to save Gotham. Harley turned a new leaf. You know, something happened to her. I liked it. I thought it was okay. I know Sean Murphy. I think he had his wife help him with the writing on that one, so that way it's more focused on Harley. I was okay with it.
I think that we said Sean Murphy too many times because here comes Mark.
I was not okay with it.
I know.
Holy cow!
But
You specced out on it.
I
So-
did.
Can I get that? Is that like a separate story? I mean, this one right here.
It's each volume.
Yeah,
is its own thing.
it's
All right.
it's
So
in
maybe
its
I'll
own
just pick
world.
that one up and screw the Harley Quinn one.
Yeah,
This is-
yeah. You
They
can't-
really build on themselves. I would recommend picking it up and then back reading the rest. You're going to want to. It's that interesting.
Yeah, the first
Okay.
volume was terrific.
Yeah,
the
I
volume
just-
isn't bad. It honestly isn't bad. It's just coming from what Sean Murphy did in volume 1 and 2. It just feels very not as interesting. But it's definitely needed because it's just a focused character dynamic for Harley and Bruce more than anything, which is very important to this universe.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't even have it at my LCS. They must have sold out. E-Man had them all.
Sorted.
Are you on the East Coast?
Yeah.
So according to what he said on his Instagram is that a lot of the stores on the West Coast are going to get it, but they're going to get less than they ordered, and East Coast, you guys are probably only going to get like cover Bs or mostly cover Bs.
All right, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I didn't notice the cover B. I don't know. I'm going to go back and look.
Georgia
Yeah,
representing.
Yep.
Mm.
They were at my shop, but it's an underprinted cover that the corrections are being sent out. So if you bought it for spec reasons, sell it today.
Yeah.
Canada in the house.
Oh, right.
Is that
I'll
what
get
you,
it.
is that Eddie for your haul today?
And that's it, my friend. That's all I
Very
got.
nice. Well done. Well done. All right. I'm glad that Mark's here now.
Rob's not looking at him. He's so sad.
Mark only ended up with 2 books today.
Been rough.
Yes, Rob only ended up with 2 books, and both of them were DC.
No, Marvel.
Marvel.
Was it Ghost Rider and Hulk?
No, of course not.
Was it at least Ghost Rider? Because it was fire, dude.
Nope. It was
Can't wait to read it.
Amazing
So-
Spider-Man
I almost picked up
and
Ghost
Bounty
Rider.
Hunters.
Mark, this
which
is my
which I'm
haul.
dropping.
You're gonna like me talking on Sunday. This
Yeah.
is my haul, and I forgot Ghost Rider 2.
You're going to want to grab it because it is incredibly good. I've read everything for this week already. I knew that I probably wouldn't have a chance to come Wednesday, so I sat at the LCS yesterday and just read everything.
Rip to
So
it.
this is where we're gonna have sports talk with Mark. Mark, why are you not available to do stuff?
Huh?
I said, this is sports talk with
Oh.
Mark. Mark, why are you not available to read stuff later this week?
Golf.
Golf.
Does that start when's that start? Does that start
For me or for the players?
the players?
This coming weekend, like
Like
Monday,
Friday
I
or
think
something?
tomorrow,
They
today they
start
practice,
having,
tomorrow they
like,
go.
The little pitch and chip and wedge. They
Yeah.
have little festivities and stuff, and then the practice rounds are at the front half of the week where they play to place, and then the full tournament's the latter half of the week.
Got it.
Okay, so
Okay, so
ASM 93, you do want to pick up spec value. Hulk, you can
I
skip.
told
It's
him
the next
about it.
issue that's a spec value, and Ghost Rider just because issue 1 was fantastic.
No, it was damn good. I think we found our new Immortal Hulk formula. You know, like where Immortal Hulk was just so good. Like this might be it. There's 2 strong issues now.
I'm gonna
you were
have to
saying?
go. I'm gonna have to go find the Ghost Rider because
Yeah, dude.
after what you said last month about Ghost Rider, I should have picked it up and I forgot about it. When I saw Ghost Rider today, I was like, oh, it's there, but I should pick up one, and they didn't have one. so I
Tiger. He
couldn't pick
doesn't
two.
see look for Tiger.
This year, and like I've gone out on the course plenty of times. My mom, like, is a teacher, so she would like I'm right by the course. For locals, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Like we work the event, like badges get passed around left and right. Everybody knows somebody who's got badges, kind of thing.
Mm.
And my mom was a teacher, so she'd be off for spring break, so she'd pick up a gig. and right across from the Augusta National is this church. And unless you know, you wouldn't know, but that's where all the golfers' kids are all day long. And my mom worked that because she's a teacher, and she'd be over there. Me and my brother, being young, they would just hand us badges, and we would just go knock around in the National and get bored and walk out. And
So
just
were
stay busy.
you ever on the 18th when Tiger won it all? Yeah. And that concludes
I
this
said we
edition.
walk in and get bored and leave.
Yeah.
This concludes this edition of Sports Talk with Mark.
Sports tarts too.
So when he said
I have not,
Masters,
so no spoilers, please.
when he said Masters, I don't know why, but I was thinking of like some kind of like dog like thing that was happening.
Picture
The Westminster
picture
Kennel
Matt
Club.
Damon and Bagger Vance. That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
That's what
Bagger
we're doing.
Vance.
Thank you, Vince.
Mhm.
But,
There's
Mark, you got your books nearby?
Yeah, man.
Let's do it.
I got
Show us
Swamp
what
Thing.
you got. Swamp Thing.
It's in the room, and I'm not
Okay.
going to get up to go get it.
What did you think of the return of Ron V's Swamp Thing?
Oh my God, it was good.
Yeah, it just
It
carries
was-
on beautifully.
Beautifully, and talk about
Yeah.
like carrying on what came before and crafting on top of it. Oh man, it's art what that
I need
man's
to go
doing.
back and get that down.
War for Earth 3 finale. I don't want to get into spoilers, and if I don't put it down, I will. Chris already knows. Aquaman #2. This was another fun book. Just fun. This is potentially the read of the week. Kind of up there. Like I said, I read Swamp Thing, read Ghost Rider, Hulk, Silver Surfer Rebirth, Righteous Thirst for Vengeance.
Did you read that book about that meth girl yet?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I did not.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to. I'm going to just wait, and I'm going to try to wait and trade read it because it's actually enjoyable when I do that.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
And
Thank
then I
you.
read. I've missed picking it up because I read it before I went before the store opened. I read it digitally, but Shadow War Alpha #1 that was solid.
The Deathstroke book, yeah. I think
I'm gonna
I
read
think-
that.
I think we all picked it up.
Ra's al Ghul book, the Talia book,
Yeah.
Batman, Damien, like it was
Yeah.
good.
Wait, which one?
Yeah.
Shadow War Alpha #1. It's the start of the Joshua Williamson Batman tie-in event.
Oh, the one that I showed. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
The B cover is actually really good for that book as well.
I don't know. John Boy Myers did a good
What
job.
else you got?
I'm not showing the other stuff over here because it's for videos, but there's a lot of
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
a lot of heat over in these parts.
Okay.
A lot of heat.
All right. Well, do
I
me
will
a
say-
favor. Just. Oh,
Red. The Bruce Willis movie.
Yeah. The Malkovich movie.
Did you hear about Bruce Willis today?
Yeah, he retired. He's retiring because of his. He's got cognitive issues.
He's stepping away.
Aphasia.
For real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not going to act anymore because he's been diagnosed with aphasia.
He didn't already stop acting years ago.
Thank you, Mark.
Mhm.
Like,
Hey,
we're gonna hire
direct-
Bruce Willis. We
here's
have
what-
the
here's
role
what
of
you know.
Bruce Willis. We need someone to play.
direct to video release schedule has opened wide open for somebody else to take on the retired cop who's
Sam
picked up a
Jackson.
gun and saving.
And on that note, Bruce, in his leaving, wants to thank Steven Seagal for opening up for him to begin with.
I thought it
Right.
was Van Damme, but sure, we'll
I'm not saying
well.
he was Academy Award winner. I'm just saying you don't like to see somebody get.
Hey,
That's the type of thing you get when you have a stroke.
he
And-
he released a lot of schlock, but you know what?
Yeah.
You knew what you were getting every time, and you know what?
You liked it.
I didn't have to be, for me, a Bruce Willis film didn't have to be great cinema.
Right.
When I sat in to watch it, I expected a certain formula, and I almost always got it,
Mhm.
and which is exactly what I wanted to watch at that time. It's just like watching an old Clint Eastwood film, right?
Sure.
Same kind of
Yeah.
thing,
You
right?
need a rugged cowboy
Right.
whose
the
family died violently and he's just wandering.
We'll
Right.
forever
The
have
Pale
Die
Rider.
Hard.
Yeah.
Die Hard,
Die
exactly.
Hard.
Yeah,
That's all we need.
It's his
That's-
franchise.
Yeah.
And if you
Mhm.
haven't heard Kevin Smith tell the story
Oh.
in Die Hard 4, that
Yeah.
was hilarious.
Drops the phone.
Yeah,
But that was-
hilarious.
Or
I
like
found
Kevin
out
Smith talks
afterward.
about like directing him in that one movie that he directed him in.
Yeah,
It was
cop
a
out or
terrible
Cop Out,
experience.
cop out.
Right.
You
Terrible
know,
experience.
it did a role reversal, and he's like, Bruce Willis sucks.
Yeah,
He's terrible to work with.
but that was Bruce Willis's gimmick, is that he would talk to directors and say, "I'd love to work with you," and they'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, I have to write something I'm gonna write in Bruce Willis. It's Bruce Willis. It's friggin'
Yeah.
it's
Right.
John McClane. I'm gonna write in John McClane."
Mhm.
And yeah, it like actors, directors afterwards, especially that roast, a lot of things were revealed to the public that he's not necessarily the easy guy to work with.
Right.
BWT is a thing because of Bruce Willis time.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna begrudge the man. I'm with Rob. A lot of his stuff is just good popcorn movies.
Right.
There's been more trash than good in the last, say, 15 years. Or I think that Cop Out movie was okay just because Tracy Morgan carried them. It carried
Yeah.
that movie, in my opinion.
You see what I'm
that
talking about, Rob?
that no scene that was really good.
That's the straight up lift, dude. Just color it different.
Sorry, we're having a private conversation because we share with each other our secret acquisitions before we reveal them to the world. So
I promised Rob long ago I'll show him what I get if he'll teach me geography. So here we are.
But I see a couple jokes about Nick Cage.
Oh, dude.
You know what's funny? Nick Cage has a good movie coming out where he plays
does,
himself.
yeah, plays himself.
Like, it actually looks
Well,
pretty
hold on.
damn good.
there
No,
you
look.
go. Let's go back to that last statement. It looks pretty good. Let's not go say he has.
Oh,
a good
it's going to
movie
be
coming
good.
out.
It's
Look,
gonna
me,
be
and-
super
me and
fun.
Chris for we've been doing At Weeks In for a while now, and it has been a running thing even early on that we mentioned we like Nick Cage, and Ryan would pick on us about that. I'm like, dude, I unapologetically like Nick Cage. I don't pretend he's something that he's not, but I love Nick Cage. Now here we are. This movie rolls out, and it's having the Moon Knight effect. All of a sudden, everyone's a freaking Nick Cage fan, and always has been. And I'm like, dude, this is great. I've got people to talk to now.
Like, what was it? Bangkok Dangerous was a good action movie. If you just want popcorn movie,
Yeah.
if you like Bruce
Yeah.
Willis and you like
That's
popcorn
true.
movie, Bangkok Dangerous
Bangkok
is for
Dangerous.
you.
He's another
Yeah.
person that hit like
Honeymoon
the
Love
same thing
Sequence.
happens with all actors. They hit an age where they're not doing the performances they used to. You get what you get, like we were talking about with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Nick Cage can deliver this unhinged, like almost like bipolar performance in anything that you put him in, where you can put him in like a sweater vest with glasses, and it could be the upright dad, and then all of a sudden you're into like some kind of madness hysteria, like they did with the what was it, the Color Out of Space, the H.P. Lovecraft movie and stuff. Like
Yeah.
like he's casted perfect for the stuff they put him in. Like Bad Lieutenant too, when he was like the unhinged cop in that, and I'm like, dude, he's just
Yeah, but that was just the same script.
yeah, but he's Nick Cage in it though.
Yeah, he's Nick Cage.
He's
Hey,
Nick
you know what though?
Cage.
We can pan the guy, but you know what he's got that we don't? He's got the
Money.
Oscar. He
Oh.
delivered in Leaving Las Vegas. He,
Yeah.
Island.
he dropped it in one film and he hit a home run, and he's
You're stinky.
gone back and done Nick Cage movies ever since.
Look, about that Nick Cage movie that's coming out, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Pedro Pascal in that one also.
He did Face
Yes.
Yeah.
What's that?
Everything else is forgiven. He did Face Off.
Yeah.
He did Face Off.
John
God, that
Travolta
was-
carried that movie.
That was horrible. You know what I like that he did was
Gone
the
in
one where
60
he
seconds.
Gone
he
in
could
60 seconds.
he could
yeah.
go forward
Gone
in
in
time
60
or
seconds.
something.
Con Air,
Oh,
right?
Next, he can see
Next,
21
yes.
minutes into the future. Next, with
I
Jessica
like
the
next.
Body Deal. Next,
Yes,
did
because
like-
Jessica Biel was in it and she was smoking, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is such a good movie."
Miss So is right. We're forgetting about Con Air and that
Yep.
lovely hair extensions that he had in for that film.
I just want to get back to my girl.
Drive Angry.
I just want to see my baby.
He's actually done some direct to home Christian movies too that are floating out there on Netflix. Yeah, you know what? He needs the money, and you know what? At least he's working. Like we could talk about Van Damme. What's Van Damme done of substance other than JCVD, which was basically nothing?
Hey, we can all like Nick
he's- but
Cage because he's the
not-
voice of Spider-Man Noir.
He is, and yeah, he did a great job with Noir.
Wait, didn't he do an animated Superman also? Didn't he end up reprising his supposed Superman role in one of the animated?
I don't know.
I thought I heard something, or he was considered being casted. Like
He
I know
was,
he was
the voice,
being- he was-
he was the voice of Superman in Teen Titans Go.
okay,
Mhm.
And I know he was.
And,
he actually did
now-
do an interview for Superman. And they
does
actually
he
have video
still own
footage.
Action One? I thought I heard he sold his Action One.
That's what he says. He doesn't have any more than none of us at Action One. He's saying he
Okay,
doesn't
sorry,
have
I
it.
read that the wrong way.
Well, Taylor's got a
Yeah.
headache and he's typing really strange. You know,
did he
doesn't have what we have.
Oh, that's right. He was in Kick-Ass. He was Big Daddy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, when they
That's
lit him on
right.
fire and he was calling out the attack commands to his daughter
Yeah.
to keep her alive.
See?
Magic
Right.
Men. Mhm.
Baby
Magic
girl.
Men.
Honeymoon in Las Vegas.
Time. You know
Oh,
what?
man.
Did
It's
any
time
of
to
y'all watch
binge.
Knowing? Where he
What
was
was that
when
one
he
where-
found-
yeah.
Snowden.
Where he played
Matchstick
Elvis
Men.
with Kevin Costner. Was that
Uh,
3,000 miles to Vegas?
3,000 miles to
Grace
Graceland.
Graceland, yeah.
Graceland.
So did any of y'all watch Knowing, where he finds like the old numerology chart, and
Yeah.
it's like it's
And that does not have a happy ending, correct?
not for Nick Cage and the rest of
Right.
the world, but it turns into like this whole like
Phil, thanks for joining us.
weird like supernatural thing almost. Like these people that were chasing him were really like otherworldly beings that were trying to
Right.
get kids and just go get a certain amount of humans off the planet to another planet. It was nuts.
I
That's
forgot.
Sick Men, dude. That was a great con movie.
You're
Son
heard
of
it
a
here
gun.
first. Guys, next con that we all meet up on,
All of us.
We're gonna-
Raising Arizona.
we're
Yeah,
gonna
that was
cosplay
no
as
doubt
Nick,
his
and I
best
feel
movie.
like us bald guys, we have a leg up on everyone else.
He was.
Dude, this guy has an impressive resume. It's
You know what?
insane.
You know what? You know what? I
He
think
was in Firebirds, dude.
I
That was
I
a
don't know if I know
Firebirds was the
Arizona.
Top Gun for frickin' Apache helicopters.
He was in
Yeah.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High as well.
well, yeah, very early.
as
on, yeah.
a cameo, but yeah.
you two at week's end should be doing some kind of Nick Cage review over the next couple of weeks. It should
Yeah.
be like included at week's end. We're gonna review
Crazy.
this
So
movie
then
this
we'll
week.
just have
Yeah.
Ryan shake his head the entire time.
Is Ryan not a Nick Cage fan?
No, he's not
No,
inherently a
he's
Nick
Arizona.
Cage fan. He's honest. He's the guy who's not going to just bandwagon it. But this movie that Nick Cage is doing, I'm sure he'll see the value in that. You know what I mean? Because it's
Mhm.
It's moving
there's no
himself.
way you won't think that that's going to be interesting.
So
He was
you know
in
what?
Cardi Test, my
This is
personal
what
favorite.
this is what Bruce Willis needs to do. Malkovich did it. Jean-Claude Van Damme did it. Nick Cage is doing it. Bruce Willis needs to make a movie that's so meta, just in his world, and he should end there. That should be his final movie. Just
I thought that was what Die Hard was.
But to have him saying, "Listen, Die Hard
and
is
Red.
not a Christmas
All
movie."
right, no, you're right. Okay, never mind.
I think that I think he had a stroke, and this is just his way of saying I'm not doing this anymore. To be honest with
I
you,
hope he's okay.
yeah. I mean, it just came out of the blue. Usually, those type of things aren't a good sign.
But yeah, Mars is saying that he was in Guarding Test. Her personal favorite, Guarding Test, actually is a great late 80s film as well. And I can't believe it, but look, Taylor and
That's
Nick
what-
agree.
Yeah, I agree. Those two
Whoa.
that movie makes me laugh all the time.
Raising
Hudson Hawk
Arizona
great.
was great.
Hudson Hawk was great. Okay,
Oh,
Okay, so
it was
just
so bad
so,
it was good.
so you don't feel left out though, Bruce Willis fans. There are still 8 Bruce Willis movies in post production to be released at some point.
oh, I thought
All Netflix
I thought you
movies?
said that there's 8 Bruce Willis movies.
I
that are
was
still
worried
good.
for a minute
7 of
there.
them were like Die Hard.
No,
movies.
there's eight movies
Oh, okay. So
scheduled
maybe he
that,
did have
are,
a stroke.
Wesley
that are
Snipes
either
do well
complete
on that.
and not released, or scheduled or in post production.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember what was it? God, is it Dead and Loving It?
Oh yeah. Is that the?
With Goldie
You're talking-
Hawn, where he's the doctor who gives him like the immortality drink. I think it was Death Becomes Her.
Death
That's it.
Becomes
Oh,
Her.
that-
Yeah.
yeah,
that
that
was
one.
a good one.
That's a very different movie.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
good though, dude. I love when she like
Yeah.
sits down with the big shotgun hole in her chest. She just sits down where the rake spear was thrown and just like goes through her. And yeah, I don't know, that was just a fun movie, especially when like it first came out. It was wild.
So can we get Nick Cage and in like the next Expendables movie with Bruce Willis and Jean-Claude Van Damme? I think that would be
Well,
great. I
Van
think
gotta-
Damme
they
was
gotta-
killed. Van Damme
they
was
gotta-
the bad guy, and he was killed off in his Expendables.
They got to keep stuntmen alive long enough to give us another one.
Is that what happened with what?
Is
4?
what
I
he
think
suffers from a
Earthborn-
type of dementia?
I
No,
think-
it's
I think more
it's-
than one of them, E-Man 3, and then I thought I heard where another
It's
one had
not-
died.
it's not dementia. He literally is losing the ability to speak and understand language, and
Yeah.
it's like when you have a stroke or you see a car crash victim with a head injury, they can't
TBI?
a lot of times they can't talk anymore because that part of their brain's been impacted. I mean, it's tough. It's not
Yeah,
something.
Taylor just expanded on that as well. He
Yeah.
had to Google it. It's a brain disorder that affects the speech centers. He has trouble processing and understanding language. That's actually a terrible way to live out the remainder of your life.
Yeah.
E just added here. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
It can occur suddenly after a stroke or a head injury, like Jim was just saying, or develop slowly from a growing brain tumor or disease. Aphasia affects a person's ability to speak and understand written and spoken language. I don't even want to make light of it. That's just something terrible. You never want to see another human being suffer from.
E-Man,
Yeah.
have you ever watched Key and Peele's?
Yeah, I've seen
Are
a lot of this.
are you familiar with Luther, who's
No.
Barack Obama's interpreter?
No, not that one.
I was about to say, Chris is your Luther. You type it out. He just
I'll read it off.
Jim's familiar with it.
It can occur suddenly after stroke or head injury.
After you said it, I was like, "Oh my god,
or
that's
develop-
right!
Everybody walks like this with his hand.
That's exactly right." I didn't see it first,
Hey,
but
I
now that
don't-
you
I
say
don't
it,
know
I was
if I've
like,
ever-
"Oh shit!"
I never thought I'd hear my name mentioned in the same sentence as Obama, but here we are today.
I guess there's
Oh
there's
my
not
God.
going to be a sixth element, huh?
Hey, on a very, very related note, did anybody watch this week's episode of Superman and Lois?
No,
Not
I
yet.
haven't. I'm like 3 episodes behind.
I
don't know
stopped
how I
watching
got
the
off,
CW
but-
shows a long time ago.
Ron Burgundy?
They have so tactfully crafted the story in this that when you look at his kid, like,
Yeah,
he's got 2, but when you look
Right,
at the
right.
specific one, the one that you wouldn't expect, you're like, I see a young Superman in his face now.
right.
Like, just, dude, there's this line in this episode where Sam Lane looks at his daughter Lois and says, "We need to activate Jordan," and you're like, I just got goosebumps just repeating it. I'm like, oh my god!
We need
And
to
then what follows
activate
is just
Jordan.
amazing. Like, Jesus, that was nuts.
Is he at full strength now though? I
Hell
mean,
no. Is he a formidable badass? Yes.
yes. All right.
Sam don't play. Like, he's a good grandfather. I'm just gonna leave it
Yeah.
at that. He's a really good grandfather.
Well, he's a military tactician. You know, he knows what's up. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm like 3. I don't know. Something happened, and I just got off of it for a while. And I said, "Well, I'll just let it build up, and then I'll have like boom, 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 boom." You
So
know what I
saw,
mean?
the last thing you saw was like the big Superman Bizarro fight, probably.
That's what they're doing. Yeah.
That's nuts when they go at it in the warehouse. and
Oh,
see
see, and I felt bad for what's his name with his super suit? Pretty much is getting
Steel?
trashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
It's like-
man, but just wait till this episode. Oh, callbacks to the Reign of Superman era and all kinds of stuff.
that right?
Oh my god, it's so good.
Steel?
Yeah, I mean it's. Yeah, I might watch it after this. I want to watch soccer tonight. U.S. World Cup. We beat Costa Rica. We're already in, but I just want to watch them beat Costa Rica.
We're in 2.
I don't know how this happens. I don't know any Canadian soccer players. None. I mean,
Christine St. Clair, just like one of
okay,
the greatest female soccer players of all time.
we're not talking females. We're talking the males.
Who?
I'm with thee, man. I have no idea.
Let's just talk NFL.
Yeah.
The rule change for the Bills.
Dude,
It wasn't. It's
Next
not just
year-
the Bills. It's
next
not
year's
just.
The
NFL
Bills
is gonna
complained
be
they made a rule
so
change.
different.
Yeah, because people from Buffalo complain.
All I know is it's not going to be done during regular season. It's only
Right.
for the postseason. So obviously nobody's really all that
Right.
concerned about it.
What is going on? I missed it.
They changed in the postseason, the overtime rules will change so
Okay.
that both teams get a chance to score a touchdown. So if it happened again, the Chiefs made that touchdown, the Bills would have gotten a chance, and if they had made a touchdown, then it would go to sudden death.
Okay.
No, they get a possession.
They get a
That's it.
possession.
Right,
They get a
they would get a
possession.
Which is
possession.
what it should be.
And if they, right, but they're only doing it for postseason.
You know, let's be honest.
Because they found that the results were that 10 out of 12 of the, and I guess playoff games that had gone that have had the overtimes resulted with the team that got the ball first, got the scored and won. So
Right.
They just need to play
unfair.
another quarter. They need to slap 15 minutes on the clock and let them
They
keep
used to.
going.
With regular
Yeah.
season.
I would be.
That's what they used to do.
Every
but
other
and then
sport
you-
just keeps
and then
going.
you-
Yeah.
what
Baseball
happens-
plays, you know,
Oh, you
complete
just keep
inning.
going.
Hockey plays another
Protocol,
period.
Switch into
Oh,
sudden
my
death Rochambeau to keep it absolutely fair.
I think
Especially in the
the
WNBA.
I think
They
the
do
problem
it at
with
the
that,
Masters.
Chris,
They
is-
play an
for
extra
sure.
set of holes.
I think the problem with that, Chris, is just because of the amount of sheer people who get injured and stuff. The risk of injury, if you start going into like a 8-quarter game, is just going to be ridiculous. But now, if you went and told me, okay, you're going to do 1 quarter, and after that, you're going to do the NFL equivalent of a
Joe,
shootout,
thanks for joining
where
us.
you're going to put the kickers out there, and they kick 10 balls or whatever from the 45-yard
No.
line.
So in the
Yeah.
NBA, they should just have like okay, whoever can make the most threes, right? It should be something
Right.
like that, like and then just throw Steph
like,
Curry
yeah, they
and
do
Klay
the-
Thompson in there.
Like the 3-point shoot off they do for the All-Star thing.
Right, for the
Yeah, just-
All-Star game.
yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Just do a dunk contest.
I'll
Voted
tell you,
on by the mascot.
the NHL does a shootout at the end of regular season games after they do like a 4-on-4 5-minute period and then a shootout. Most Canadians north of the border hate it. They hate the idea of a shootout because you can have 18, 20 players go and score or not score. None of those goals count towards their own career statistics. None of it count towards the game other than someone scored a game-winning goal at the end. You leave
Right.
your goalie out to dry out there. It's just a spectacle gimmick. My opinion is you end it in a tie.
It's just to
If
keep
it's
it
playoffs, you
interesting,
keep
right?
going until time runs out. And
Right.
if it's a tie, you do it again.
Turn it into
Playoffs, that
ice
is.
derby instead of roller derby. You get to go around the ring. You have to do the tap in. You get to throw people into the boards. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I'd be praying for overtime.
When it makes sense for advertisement wise, just to have just a full another quarter or another whatever they call it in hockey, it's not a quarter, just a whole another period. Just do it because then you can just throw even more ads out there and
Sure.
get the ads in people's eyes. I mean, it makes more
That's,
sense from that marketing
let's-
side.
Listening to Buffalo Sports Radio on the way home, off and on
What?
today, exactly. And they do have 2 pro teams. They were talking about it was actually CBS that stepped forward to the NFL and said we want both teams in the playoffs of the NFL to get possession because the Bills
Better for
Chiefs
them.
game has gone down as one of the greatest games ever played from just a couple months ago.
Good job,
And-
Chiefs.
And in the end, it went to overtime. Kansas City scored, and the Bills didn't get a possession.
Right.
And who knows what could have happened? The Buffalo could have marched down the field and got a touchdown as well. It was just that kind of game.
Yeah.
Anyways, from what they were saying is CBS stepped forward and said, "This is what we want," and the NFL listens to what the networks want. That's why
They listen to
the
who's
NFL
paid
does
them
what
a
the
lot of
networks
money.
say.
Yes.
yeah, they're the ones that
I just wanted
But
to make
the-
sure I
the
drove home the fact that
billions-
it was all for the Bills.
no, it's to pay the bills.
Because everybody knows that the Bills run the NFL.
yeah,
Wait.
the second or third smallest market. Yeah.
No, it's whatever team Brady is on. That's why they're making all the changes, right? Because he decided to come back. So fuck those
I
kids. that
hope
went
he
to
get.
stadium.
You know what? No, I'm not going to say
The
that.
Bills Chiefs game was fantastic.
I don't. I think
It was a good game.
You
It was
wait.
heartbreaking
Somebody
for the
comes
Bills
around
fans,
that
though.
corner and cleans his clock one good time, and he's gonna go. Oh, should stay retired.
My back.
My back.
Back.
He's gonna pull a Toby Maguire. My back.
Right, my back. Oh, I
I mean,
should
when-
have stayed retired.
When
That's what's
Jordan
gonna
came
happen.
back, it was like he was like what
What,
20
with the
pounds
Wizards?
heavier and super
Yeah,
slow.
but this guy,
like,
but he hasn't had any time off. This is just
Mm-mm.
he took a
No,
he took a
I mean,
couple
took a month
weeks, and then
off.
Right.
they said, "Hey, here's a crap ton of money," and he said, "Ah, well, what the hell." Or I,
mean,
like the
look,
robot chick. Was it robot chicken one they
He's-
did of him basically
Right.
retiring and being at home, and then the wife going, "Oh, Tom Brady, now you can take the trash out. Now you can do this, and now you can do this," and just like after like doing all these chores around the house, going, "Yeah, I'm going back."
I'm going back to work. I mean, some guys just can't let go of the game. I mean, it's just been so much a part of his life so long, he just can't let go. And that can be the only way that happens is when they get injured and they're like, all right, I'm done now. I don't have any
That's
choice.
his problem. He's avoided
he's been
major
been,
injuries.
yeah, he's been healthy all but one season that I can think of. The season he was with the Patriots, I think he got really hurt. It may have been his knee, where Matt Castle actually came in and he was the backup. And Matt Castle has been retired for like 10 years at this point.
So I
now.
mean, you know, he's going to end up being something like that happens to him. You know, his knee goes or his ankle or something like that, and he's going to be like, all right, I can't do this. Because they only signed him to a year, right?
This is true.
Yeah, and make more babies.
Yeah,
that way he can make his decision.
He's back on he might be back on a 1 year.
Yeah.
Or he had a 1 year left on his deal and he's coming back and honoring it. Something like that.
Well, the irony, of course, is that he's a quarterback who made it into the league because Drew Bledsoe got hurt. And he got
Drew Bledsoe took the corner and didn't drop the shoulder. If he would have dropped the shoulder, this world might be different.
Tom who?
Yeah, this world might be different if Drew Bledsoe dropped the shoulder. But yeah, he stood up and he got clipped and that was it. And Brady won the next game, lost, but then turned the franchise around.
Right.
And then the Tuck rule and
turned the NFL around. No joke.
Yeah.
Brady turned the NFL all the way around.
Cheating.
Yeah.
All right, look, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. Let's just go around the horn, boys. I'll let everyone do their thing for a hot minute, and we'll say goodnight to everyone. Jim, since you spoke up, what do you got coming up on the Digger Jim YouTube channel?
I don't have anything. I did just drop a video of Bearded and Cole's image cover challenge.
Yeah.
Like E-Man did, and I don't know what's coming up next. Maybe I'm gonna try to get some video this weekend of actually detecting. My hope is.
Brian LCS put out a Spider-Man cover challenge. You may want to participate in that.
For some Spider-Man books.
One of the best podcasters on this panel, if not the only podcaster. But what's coming up on?
It's easy with a competition
on the C-list E-Man YouTube
Bam. So on my channel, I just dropped my new comic book day haul just a few minutes ago. On Saturday, I'm doing a live, and I've never done this. I'm doing a live top 3 new comic book picks, and it's going to be with Austin LeMay. Our boy Austin LeMay is going to hang out. This is going to be at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Saturday. That's 1 p.m. real time. There you go. See?
How dare you refer to that as such, being a West Coaster? I am pulling your California card.
I just want to be back on the show. That's why. I just want to become. I just want my invitation open, so when I'm ready to come back on Mark's show. That's really it. That's the reason.
Always open, brother.
and then every Monday and Thursday, the C-list villains, we go live on our YouTube channel, the C-list Villains podcast at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hang out with AJ, Luke,
You're not daylight
and
time?
Daylight time. Yeah.
That's what
Because I mean, there are some places that are in Pacific Standard, and that's not, but it would be very different.
That's true. Austin's not in Pacific Standard anymore. And then I have 2 mail calls coming up. One's going to be a regular mail call, and then I'm going to do another creators mail call coming up with 2 more guests who are going to be with me live as I unbox their covers. So that's going to be coming up in the future as well.
Who's singing? Who's singing in the background?
Sultry tunes.
Pops.
Chip, what's happening on the White Shadow YouTube channel?
Let's say I dropped something this morning. So that would be the new comic book pickups. I actually have a mail call that I received as well today. So I'm cutting and editing that video and get that up probably tomorrow or Thursday or Friday. What is tomorrow?
One of those days.
Tomorrow's
Friday.
Thursday.
Tomorrow's
Today's new comic book day.
It's still new comic book day.
Sorry. Yeah. And then I also have a couple of more Star Wars Black Series figures that I got coming in. And I just got a package notification. I got a package in the mail at the shop. So I got to go pick it up as well.
Fire.
So yeah.
All right, the next two guys, I will be hopping on their channels at some point this weekend. Rob, what's happening with Rob's Fat Stacks Old Comics?
Oh, I'll be opening up some boxes and showing off some stuff throughout the week. Tomorrow there'll be some CGC stuff that comes back from my favorite CGC facilitator. Some of my CGC facilitator. Yeah, some of the stuff that was dropped off at C2E2 came back already. So that's exciting. And then Saturday there's a little show that Chris and I do, starting at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and 2:30 Eastern Daylight Time. That's Slab Hub. This week's guest, Man Cave Comics. We were chatting. He's super excited to be back for another episode, and he doesn't figure out his theme. He knows it's going to be good stuff. Then, Monday some more mail call. So, then Tuesday though, I'll be doing Sidekicks Talk Comics. We're going to be talking about Moon Knight, not the show though. We're going to focus on Moon Knight, the character from the comics. So I'm going to purposefully not watch the show. So I have still zero experience with Moon Knight as my panel comes on to educate me a complete blank slate about Moon Knight and why I should be excited to either read the books or to watch the show or both.
Spoiler, Rob was telling me about how much he thought it was mediocre this morning after he watched it.
Chip, what game are you streaming this weekend? I think that's an inside joke.
Yeah. Chip's show will be on whether Chip is there or not.
Yes.
Banter will be there.
And Taylor, does Man Cave have any good books? Make sure you tune in for this particular edition of Slab Up. There'll be 3 rounds of giveaways because he likes to give away a couple of his slabs.
Yeah, I don't know 100% that he's going to do that. He probably will, but I can't guarantee it because he hasn't said that he would.
Chris said it's got to happen.
Foot and mouth disease.
Chris is giving away slabs otherwise.
Chris is going to give away slabs.
Chris has got slabs he's giving away.
Apparently, I'm going to have to give away a slab if he doesn't, but yeah, now it's getting
Although there is a book, there's at least one book in the giveaway box that has mystery slab written on the back of it.
Nice.
Yeah. Mark, what's happening on the terrific Legion of Comics #We Are Legion YouTube channel?
Because that stupid golf game, I have got 2 weeks worth of content already uploaded to the channel, including little mystery boxes, big mystery boxes like from Nick's Kicks and Comics.
Nice.
Major CBCS haul. I'm talking major CBCS haul. Like it is fantastic. An AOK from Digger Jim. A comic hunting miracle. The new comic book day stuff for Saturday. There's a lot of good stuff to watch while I'm not around.
Okay.
Are you going live Friday morning, or is someone going to co-pilot it for you?
No, this Friday morning is going to be a subscriber giveaway announcement, and then next Friday morning is going to be a $240 mystery box unboxing.
Wow. No community
Mark getting right into that mystery box game.
Well, he said it about 2 weeks ago. He was holding back on Friday mornings, I thought, if I remember correctly.
These are the 2 Fridays coming up where I will not be there.
Too.
Well, dude, when you watch the videos, you'll see the only reason I bought them was because who was putting them out. I was trying to support him. And I literally dipped into my Brave and the Bold money to buy one from Nick. And I said, like, I'm just going to buy these. I'm going to put 100% of the stuff up on Pop's Attic and just turn around and sell it, and just eventually get my money back by the time I buy one anyways, kind of thing. I get this one from Nick that has 6 books in it. There's only 2 that I'm willing to sell.
There was somebody posted 4 copies of Brave and the Bold 28 that they were planning on taking to the South Carolina con. I was like, oh, well, too bad it's South Carolina. It's too far away for our man Mark here. It's outside of the state of Georgia. He doesn't know how to find anything once it's outside of Georgia. So
I can get there. That's the only place I know how to get to. That's where my oldest daughter lives. Remember, there's a lot of banters where I'm driving back from South Carolina. I know my way around that.
Oh, there you are then. Well, now you know. Yeah. There's some con in South Carolina. Some guy's going to have 4 copies.
Yeah, they're readily available books. I've even been rolling around potentially getting a restored copy.
I'm sure they'll be overpriced.
Okay. No, that's why I'm thinking restored too, though, because
say if you go to a con, they'll be overpriced. I
wouldn't shop for one at a con. Not a chance in hell.
Sunday night at Week's End, it's going to be Moon Knight and a whole lot of books.
Cons are for Eskimo kisses from your buddies, not buying books.
Your buddies?
Your buddies.
I'll be dropping a Walmart unboxing opening. I shouldn't say unboxing, but some of those
Unpacking.
3-packs. I'll be opening
Unpacking.
three packs. 2 Marvel, 1 DC, and one of those DCs has a very thick spine. I'm looking forward to it.
Wonder if you get the Batman movie variant that's out there, not the one from the movie release, but the actual movie photo cover with
I'm hunting.
Batman and Catwoman.
Wow. Anybody want a really houndy smelling hound?
Hell
I got
no.
one right here. I got one right here at my
It's a
feet.
good thing. It's a good thing she's going in for a bath
Those
tomorrow.
are children that will never grow up.
I don't know why, but I smelled that for some weird reason. I know that
Houndy.
smell.
I'm very aware of that smell as well.
Week
that's it. Check out
week
my
3.5
stuff.
to 4 on that hound dog is a interesting smell.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Happy New Comic Book Day. Thank you to all the
Talking about
panelists.
you.
Thank you for everyone that's hung out with us for the entirety of this. Those of you that are checking this out on the rewind, how did you make it
Be
this
kind.
Oh, you got
Rewind
yours.
again.
Oh, that's right. You got yours.
Bye.
far? That's issue
yeah.
number
Hashtag
number 3, everybody.